Hello and welcome to our REVIT duct fun, lesson 01 of many to come. I am going to just start a new project here in my REVIT and say new project, and I'm going to use the out-of-the-box provided system template. So we're doing ductwork here, and it's in Imperial Systems, which has our duct and our piping in there. So we're going to use that template, and with that it comes pre-built with some duct types in here. So we have our duct types in here, and these are preset to be squared mitered elbow with taps or squared elbows with T's, and then radius elbows with taps and T's. And there's routing preferences in here that define exactly which elbow and T and all the reducers and stuff. And there's our round stuff inside of there. So we're just going to play around here a little bit. I'm going to go into my 3D view, and I'm going to go up here to view, and I'm going to tile my views to split them and do a ZA for zoom all. And I'm going to draw over here. So I've pulled my HVAC palette off of my palette up here under systems. Okay, it sits up in there, so I've pulled this out. So just as an example here, I'm going to start to draw some duct to have some fun, and I'm going to glance over here and take note that it's on supply air, and maybe I'm going to change the dimensions to be something like 30 by 16 or something. And then I'm going to say I'm coming off maybe a piece of equipment or something, let's say 3 feet. So I'm drawing a piece of duct here at 3 feet, zooming as I go. So I just, off I go, and I click on there, and that color is because of the supply air. And then I can switch my elevation to be 10 feet, and it's going to put my vertical riser in there with my 2 elbows. You can kind of see that over here as I draw, which is kind of neat. And then so I carry on and then turn the corner, zoom out a little bit. You can see what's going on in both windows. And I'm up at 10 feet, and then maybe I'm going to drop down to 2 feet. And then I can just type in 2 if I want, and then go to there, and then it's going to do a bit of a transition for me over here. Okay, and then back here I can hit escape, start again on here, and notice now it's got enough room to do these 2 full 90s, but I'm at 2 feet. So watch what happens if I only go up to, like, let's say 7 feet. Okay, there won't be enough room to get the 2 90s. So what it's going to do here is put in 2 45s, and then turn the corner, and then hit escape. We'll talk all about that in the future videos. So we started down in here at 3 feet, then we went up to 10, and then we went back down to 2 feet, and then we went up to only 7 feet, and REVIT did all the vertical transitions, noticing the 45 over here. So I can pull rectangular duct or round duct off of this. So I can go over to here and say duct again, and when I look in here, that was radius elbow with T's. Okay, if I want to tap, I can say radius elbow with tap. Click on there. Now I'm going to stay at the set 7-foot elevation, which is over here, and I'm going to pull that off, and that's going to put a tap in there at that same size with the radius elbow if I hit escape. Now if I want to inherit the elevation, okay, I can click on here. Okay, and if I start to draw, it's going to try to put a tap in there, and in this case it's at that same elevation, and then it couldn't, so it just put a T because this is set to be T's, and then it pulled that off of there if I hit escape. So it'll automatically do that transition for me over here because I didn't have enough room, and because this is set to be T's, it puts in the T there, which is really interesting. So I can hit escape again. Now I can start my duct tool again, and I can pick a different size, or I can go to round. So I can go into here and say mitered elbow, round down here. So round with taps or round with T's. Well, I won't use T's because that was more round to round. So I'm going to use a tap. Okay, noting the elevation, I'm at 7 feet. And that's this guy. So if I click on here, that's going to pull straight off. Notice it inherited the width of that other one. So let's bring that down, because with sidewall we know is 16 or so. So let's bring that down to 14. So that comes straight off of the sidewall of there with a tap. We can see that over there. Hit escape. Now remember, I'm at 7 feet right now. So if I want to come off the bottom of this, what I can do is pick on here and then change my elevation after the fact to be 2 feet, and it'll put that little riser in there for me, right? Hit escape. Now this guy over here is down low. Watch what happens. I'll change this to be 10 feet. I can just type in 10, enter. Okay, and then if I go over to this section and pull off of here, you'll see it puts that riser in for me over there. Hit escape and escape, and that's it. So just a quick little mini lesson on doing ductwork, a little intro, a teaser on drawing it with T's and taps and using round and rectangular, and kind of paying attention to our options bar up here.